Good evening, everyone. I hope you are well. Welcome to the Craft Store and welcome to the One Day Special. Yes, we launch a brand new One Day Special at 6 p.m. every single day. It is a discounted price for 24 hours. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. the price is going back up. But I've got a feeling this isn't going to last. I think we're going to be very, very busy. Now, we have got a wonderful guest with us. They can't make it into the show today, so we've got Julia.
I'll get you back.
I don't know why. I don't know why I do it. I can't help it, Julia. You know I love working with you.
I know.
Whether you like working
you guys out there know that we don't mean it.
No, we don't. We don't. We love each other really. Even though they've put a screen in between us, that's for health and safety. Julia, this is an amazing deal. Of course, you love fairy hugs, don't you?
I do love fairy hugs. I've been lucky enough to work with fairy hugs since October 2020 when they first came to the craft store. And this collection, I think they've just outdone themselves. Each collection is my favourite.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're kind of on a love theme, but to be honest, we're everyday theme with a lot of the stuff that there is. We've got 33 new stamp sets and 33. We've got 7 new stencils on the show. They are so new.
Yeah, they really are. Now, with fairy hugs being from America, you have got the chance to purchase them here with us at the craft store. But tomorrow at 6 o'clock, the price is going back up. If we've still got any stock, by midnight, it's gone. Because it's from America, they need to get it packed, they need to get it sent to you. So it's only for a certain period of time that we've got them. Now, everything's going to be dispatched on the 19th of January. This collection that you've got here, when we walked into the studio, I instantly went to the Love Heart stamps. That's my focal point. Absolutely love that. But the Keyhole itself, such an interesting stamp to have, because it really does open you up to lots of, shall I say, storytelling with the stamps?
Yes, so obviously you can be looking through the keyhole into a room, or you can be looking through the keyhole out to a landscape, can't you? And of course, lots of fairy stories have got keyholes in them, haven't they? And they're just magical. They really are absolutely stunning. And the design team, thank you so much, Fairy Hugs design team, who've done a spectacular job once again. And don't forget, Fairy Hugs store on Facebook, that's the page where you can go and see all the inspiration from the design team and the social media teams.
Aren't they lovely? I just love this Love Heart.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah, it really is. And it works so well with the other stamps that we've got on the show. Let me just pick up this sample again to show you. Using it there, just coming down. So it's a modern stamp, but you still have that whimsical element to it. Yeah. Valentine's Day, this is going to be absolutely fantastic for Valentine's Day and beyond, of course.
Yeah, and of course anniversaries, birthdays, weddings, any sort of theme like that.
Now, the sentiment is laughter is timeless, imagination has no age, and dreams are forever.
Oh, isn't it lovely?
It is. It really, truly is. And I'll tell you something else that's lovely is that price. You're saving £10 on the whole set of stamps. You're getting, is it 7 sets altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stamp sets. £32.44, saving £10. It works out to be around about, what, £6.50 per stamp set? Yeah. Which is incredible value for money.
You've got 7 stamps.
£5.40 actually.
Yeah, there's 7 stamps because there's 2 in the cascading, the hearts. So, yeah.
The detail, Julia, sorry, the detail.
It's tremendous, isn't it?
When we got, I mean, just the roses themselves that you can see there, the detail that's in the rose that really does highlight the leaves.
It's got that lovely cross-hatch detail in it.
Isn't that lovely?
And that's like your shading done for you already. I know, isn't it?
Oh my, I've just picked up a sample. Wow. Okay, this is amazing. I don't know who put this together.
Is it Shu Min? Meg?
It actually, yeah, Meg. How has that even begun to be? That is
There's a lot of depth to that, isn't it? You know, there's like the the princesses that's asleep that gets kissed.
Yes.
And
you're talking about Catherine again?
Yeah. But it's like the vines that surround the castle where she's lying, isn't it? That sort of thing. It's beautiful, isn't it?
That really is. Yeah. That really is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. It is an amazing deal. We do have more for you on the show as well. And of course, as you're adding items to your basket, if your basket does come to £60 or more because you're treating yourself and you love everything you see, don't be dismayed when you get there and think, oh no, I can't afford £60 today, because you know we're all on a budget, aren't we? What we'll do is we'll split the cost over 2 months for you. It's interest-free payment. You can of course pay on PayPal if you want to, but £32.44 today to get you your 7 stamps, all brand new Fairy Hugs Magic Keyhole Stamp Collection. 378536 is your item number. Now we are very, very busy. We knew we would be. Julie, I'm going to let you get set up for the first demonstration. Over 10% of the one-day special has gone already. It's delightful, isn't it? Right, we've got some more great bundles. Let's get through these to let you know what we've got so you can make your decisions. Okay, our first one, love this one. You've got your lovebirds just there. That fantastic rose which did feature in the sample that I showed you earlier. And then you've got that beautiful tree. The lovebirds, will fit into the tree perfectly. If you want to put them on the roses, you can. It'll look a little bit like Day of the Triffids, but I'm sure the birds will look great on the roses. But here's a sample here just showing you those lovebirds in the tree. Isn't that absolutely perfect? And look at the roses again with that crosshatch. Isn't that effective? Really like that. £21.99. You've got 5 stamps in total. 877167 is your item number. Right, so we've got another set for you. Aren't these absolutely delightful? If this is the first time you've seen Fairy Hugs, they're all of them an absolute delight. Now this one, you've caught it already on the website and it's already busy. It really is. I think you've got something for every occasion here in every project. This is your foliage swirls. And you've got 9 stamps. You've got that. Do you know what I love about this one? I love that font right there. I think that's spectacular. Sending Fairy Hugs. That says it all, doesn't it? Even if you were to just put that on the centre of a card, on the front, emboss it, it looks amazing. But you've got all of that lovely foliage to go alongside that. And you have the character as well. What a brilliant collection. And yes, you found this already on the website. Couple of samples to show you here. 679297 is your item number if you want to go for these. And beautiful foliage. And look at that. There is that Sending Fairy Hugs. I just love that. I just think it's absolutely amazing. I don't know what it is, whether it reminds me of a certain wizard. It's just that font, something about it. Love it. 679297, £34.99. That is value for money, and that's why you're going for that and popping it in your basket. Don't miss out on that one. Now, we're busy for this one as well. Love this. Something a little bit different. You've got the ladybirds there, or if you're watching in America, they are called ladybugs. And then you've got your sentiment as well, and you've got those lovely love hearts dangling down. What a beautiful collection. And I really like this one here. Isn't it beautiful with that foliage in the flowers? Absolutely beautiful. In fact, is that a bleeding heart? Yeah. It is. That is a bleeding heart. I love that plant. It's absolutely beautiful. I think you can actually get that in a couple of different colours. We've got that in the garden. Yeah. I just think it's beautiful. Right, here is a sample of how you can bring all of that together. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? You could actually make those into little lanterns. Wouldn't that be lovely? Just emitting light onto the ladybugs. Absolutely superb. £34.99. 235759. No, it's not. It's 235579. There you go. Close, but no cigar. Why I say that? Fantastic collection. We've got more for you, though. We've got more. Right, OK, we've got the Love Shack for you now. Like this one. Because if you're into your gardening, if you're into your traditional scenes, this is absolutely perfect. But it will also work with every other stamp that we've got on the show, because what you can do here is start to build your scenes. You've got your wheelbarrow there, you've got your fence, you've got the strawberries, which are absolutely delightful. The detail in these stamps is incredible. Look at the thatched cottage. Isn't that, look, it took me a while to say that, thatched cottage, beautiful. Again, the detail in the door there, it is something or somewhere where a fairy would live. Let me show you a couple of samples here because these are incredible. First of all, this one here. Now, with your thatched cottage. You could turn this into any time of year. It could be night, it could be daytime, it could be springtime, it could be summer, and you've got all of those elements to add to that to make it that way. Isn't that beautiful? Look at your strawberries coming up at the side. We've got a couple of fairy stamps, the tiny ones coming up as well. You might want to add those to your basket. Strawberries or raspberries, I think. Strawberries because I've got dots on. Yeah, there won't be raspberries because they're made up of little berries. But they can be whatever you want them to be. Could be blackberries if you want. Beautiful stamp collection, £31.99. You're getting 7 stamps in total. Amazing. Right, let's move on because we've got more for you. We've got more for you. Okay, if you're putting most of these items into your basket, remember we will divide the cost into 2 payments if it goes over £60. Lots of you are really treating yourself today. We're very busy across the board. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go. Isn't this a lovely collection as well? You've got the love heart in there, you've got your sentiment in there, and again they come together so beautifully. I've got a lovely couple of samples to show you here how you can use that love heart and the other part to make that swing. Isn't that lovely? Oh, you're going to have so much fun with this. Another couple of samples to show you as well. 659410 is your item number, £26.49. Remember, everything is being dispatched on the 19th of January. Love the detail in all of these stamps. And again, they're going to work with lots of sentiments and lots of stamps you already have in your collection. 659410, 4 stamps in that collection, £26.49. Now, I'm going to step back. Come with me. We have got a superb collection here. Now, this is an amazing deal. Okay, so with this particular collection, price-wise, £12.99, and with that, you get all 3 of those stamp sets. So it does work out that the middle one here, your condo fairies, your condo dwellers, it's worth £4.49. You're not paying for that. There's the deal. £12.99 for all 3. Now, this is one of the most popular bundles. Really love this with the topiary, and then you've got that wonderful hedge system, almost like a maze going around the bottom of the tree. And then you've got the condo dwellers there, which will go with any of the other stamps that we've got on the show. 20% of the stock already gone of that. 20% of the stock already gone. Let me just grab a sample to show you. Let me just bring this over. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? With all those fairies, doesn't it bring it to life and give it movement? £12.99. I know, look at that. 985265 is your item number for that one. We're busy across the board. You can see all of the stamp sets that we've got for you on the website. We do have one more to show you. Oh, I love this. Okay, we've got one more to show you. I know you're going to want to put this set into your basket. These are, is it the shroom?
Yeah, funky shrooms.
Funky shrooms. Love that. Almost as good as the funky chicken. These are terrific, aren't they? And these are going to build up, again, little villages for your fairies. They're great on their own, but collectively, you've got lots of different colours that you can add to these. You can emboss them as well, and they're going to look absolutely terrific. Let me just bring this sample forward to show you. There you go, look at that. Isn't it amazing? Oh, you're going to have a lot of fun with these. 604044 is your item number. £16.49 for all 3. That's an absolute bargain, isn't it? Now, before we go to Julia, let's have a look at some inspiration. When you see them all together, you can see how they really do work. Doesn't matter which stamp set you're going for. Some of you are going for all of them. Right, Julia, what we're going to have a look at first?
Right, so we're going to use the one day special, but we're going to use some of the new stencils because there is, as I said, there are 7 new stencils on the show. You've got a set of 4 and a set of 3, and this one is called Flower Vines. And I'm working on a tag. This is a Distress Oxide Spray background that I'm going on to. So we're just going to ink through, and I'm using Distress ink. I'm going to use Pick Raspberry, just because it's easier to stamp on top of Distress ink than it is to stamp on top of Distress Oxide. So we're just really building up our background. And of course we'll need to move this around because it's not big enough for the tag, but it's a background, so it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't even have to cover it all if you don't want to.
Now the stencil that Julia is using is part of a set of 4 stencils, and they're lovely. They really, really are. You've got the orbs, the swirls, the bubbles, and the vines. Oh, these are absolutely gorgeous. Can I quickly show them, Julia?
Absolutely.
Do you mind?
Yeah, no.
Oh, wow, I love these. Okay, so this is a set of 4. You're getting all 4 of these stencils.
I love the orbs. The orbs is, it kind of plays with your head. It's got kind of, it's like a dimensional one. It looks like a 3D one.
Is this the orbs?
Yeah, that's the orbs.
Do you know what? Yeah, you could just, oh, yes, now I see. Yeah, now you turn it that way. Oh, I love that. That is absolutely amazing. And then you've got your bubbles. Again, with the stencils, you can use as much or as little as you like. And then you've got your swirls, beautiful ornate swirls. They're gorgeous. Again, you can just move them around and have a look at the different patterns that you can create. And the one that Julia is using there, that's the vines. All of those for £15.96. That is an amazing deal. It truly is. There you go. That's the set of 4 for you. We do have a set of 3 available. Julia, if you don't mind, can I show those?
Fine.
Details on where it's so busy. Okay, so your set of 3, we'll take you through these. Love that. That's your water stains.
I really like that one. That one's really cool for the condo dwellers can sit in the stains where you've inked through. It's really cool, that one.
They could be like little bubbles as well.
They could be,
water stains.
Yeah,
it could be like little bubbles. Okay, next up, this one is your spirals.
They look almost like fossils, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do. Oh, I like that. Fossils on a seashore. I can see a tongue twister in there. And then you've got your love. And what do you say to this, Julia?
No.
Oh, go on.
Oh, yeah.
Yes! I love it. That's what that says. £11.97. 673271 is your item number for those. Great prices on the stencils. Great quality as well. 673271. It's nice though, Julia, isn't it, to have the stencils to go alongside the stamps?
Yes, it is, absolutely. Yeah. It's always good to add to your background as well, which is really cool. So, not too sure exactly where we're going with this, but I do have a plan in my head. So the idea is that we're on a tag. This is a Studio Light tag that I had on a one-day special last year sometime. And the idea is, let's not take the backing off yet, that we're going to put the keyhole in. And I know the colour's a bit weird, but hey-ho, such is life, it's fantasy. So we're going to have the couple, and they're going to be sitting just slightly to one side of the keyhole. And then we're going to put, this is how I do my scenes, so I think about it. This is going to go in here, the little mini castle. We're also going to have the stone walkway, which is an end of call item, so if you haven't got it, this is being used with the keyhole, and also works very well with the Love Shack baby. Okay.
Yeah, I think I've got that on a sample here. Yes. The Love Shack baby.
Yeah,
did you just add the baby to that?
Done. I can't help it. It goes through my head every time I say Love Shack.
She's a minx, isn't she?
I know.
Julia Watts is one of those naughty fairies.
I am.
You are a naughty fairy. You should get your wings cut. You've been a naughty girl. There you go. That's the stone pathway there, which is brilliant. I was actually, if you just stay there, look, you could use that as a vase.
You could?
You could.
Not the pathway. you mean the keyhole, don't you?
Yes, the keyhole.
You could. Yes, absolutely. So I mean, I've got in my head a plan. So sort and a little sentiment at the bottom. So that's the kind of plan that we're going to go ahead with. But because we want to have the actual fairies, I mean, I normally start simple, but we're not starting simple today. Because we want to have the fairies kind of sitting over the top of the keyhole, that's the thing we've got to stamp first, and we've got to mask it off. So let's see if I get this in the right place. So this is going to go about there. And it's the first time we've had a boy fairy and a girl fairy together which I think is rather lovely.
Bit saucy, really.
Rather lovely. So it could be Valentine's, it could be a wedding card, you know, whatever you want. So I'm going to faff around for a little bit. There we go, that'll do.
In the village where I live, I've probably told you this before, Julia.
Have you got fairies there as well?
Yeah, because we've got a little fairy door at the base of one of the trees. Somebody's put a fairy door there in the middle of the village. And it's been there now. It must have been there for about 4 or 5 months. No one's taken it. Everyone's respecting it.
Good.
It's absolutely brilliant. Something perhaps you guys could do with your stamps. You could make something, protect it. You could leave it at the base of trees. Wouldn't that be lovely?
It would, absolutely, yes. Yeah, because you've got to believe in fairies, haven't you?
Pardon?
You've got to believe in fairies.
Absolutely.
I've got a bit of an air bubble there. I keep on getting an air bubble with this stamp, so let's see how we get on. Not too bad. Just go again so we go nice and dark. Do use a juicy ink pad. Versifying Clair is a very good one to use. It's harder with archival. You can do it with archival, but it needs to be nice and juicy. These are top quality photopolymer stamps. They're not acrylic, they're photopolymer, so made in the USA, so they're going to last you a very, very long time. So don't be worried about the quality. And I know that we've got, especially from what Janice is saying, we've definitely got viewers that buy everything. Every time there's a new collection that comes out, they just buy everything. And they wouldn't do that if the quality wasn't there. So thank you.
Julia, I'm just looking at 2 samples here of the fairy castle that we've got. I don't know how close you can get in on here, but
The
you can
detail's
see
incredible.
the detail on that.
Yeah.
But then over the other side, if Tom can just pan over, has that been coloured in then, Julia? Is that what you do?
Yeah, that's got a little bit, a bit of grey coloured in on it, yes.
Wow, in the turrets. But if you have a look again at...
You don't have to colour it in if you don't want to.
That detail is amazing, doesn't it go? With that lovely stone pathway.
Yeah, really, really does.
Yeah, that is incredible.
Okay, so I've got a mask that I've made for my fairy couple. When you do a mask, make sure that you actually cut it slightly in so that it's not, don't cut and leave a border. You want to be slightly on the inside, and I'm not going to, obviously, haven't cut their kind of floaty bits out because that's the solid line, that's fine. So that's going on there like so. Obviously take your time, I'll put it on a bit better than I have. Then we're going to stamp the keyhole, the magical keyhole, in fact. And
won't be through your keyhole, Julia.
that would make a good show, would it not?
It would. What would you want to see through yours?
I don't know what I'd like to see.
If you were sitting there, like the fairies are doing now.
I'd like to see the sea.
Would you?
The beach and the sea, I think.
Aww.
Yes, definitely.
That'd be nice.
So again, we're staying with black, and we're going to do the keyhole over the top. And obviously we don't need to worry about the fact that if you're not into doing masks, don't worry, because what you can do, if you like fussy cutting, is you can stamp them separately and then pop, you know, a cutout over the top instead.
Yeah.
I would suggest that because of the kind of floaty bits, that you do stamp it and then pop your cutout over the top. Lots and lots of tapping. And I would, a stamping platform is a must. This is the Crafts 2 Press to Impress.
Yeah.
Which has got a cushion on it, it works really well.
And this is good for not just stamping, but also what you're doing now, making sure that it's in the right place and building your pictures.
Building your picture, yeah. So there's our nice keyhole. I'll only do that once, that's fine, because you want it to be a little bit more grayscale, really, because of the stonework.
Could be a well as well.
It could. Right, so now I think I'll fetch it off here for a minute, and we'll stamp a few roses as well. I'm not finished on the inside of that, but I want to actually, because I'm building up, I want to make sure that, you know, I've got everything I need. And where's my bit of paper gone? Let's grab one out of here. So I'm thinking on my feet here, because this is what I tend to do. I tend to kind of make them up as I go along. I've got an idea in my head, but they don't always fit with what's in my head. So taking the roses, the wild roses, I think it's in the one day special as well, isn't it? The wild roses. What we're going to do with this is we're going to stamp it in archival, which I don't normally do, but we are going to use archival.
So what does that mean when you stamp in archival? Just for anyone out
there. It
there.
dries quicker, so it's not as easy to do silhouettes, but this isn't a silhouette. Okay. So you're going to get away with it. But I want it to be quite pale. So I'm going to actually use shadow grey, which is a very, very pale grey. So I only want a suggestion of it in the background. I don't want it to be too bright. So I'll just stamp it on this paper to begin with to check that my stamp is good to go. So that's a bit pale.
Okay.
So that's the first go. So
and
the second go will be good.
Can I ask why you're using an acrylic block rather than the stamping platform that you're using?
Because it's quicker.
Okay. It's nice to know though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just quicker, because what I want to do is actually do it so that you've got almost like, you remember that forest that is growing around the edge?
Yes.
So I want to take it around the edge of my piece, and it's very much in the background, so it does look like, I don't know, maybe they're stranded in this this rosy, briary kind of forest, and they want to find their way to the castle.
Maybe they're safe in their garden haven. Maybe they've been growing their roses for some time, fertilising them.
They might be. It may be that the roses are protection for them from a troll that lives in the castle in the distance. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe they're just pondering where they're going to spend their honeymoon.
Maybe they are.
Might be.
Yeah, you can make up whatever. I think that's a wonderful thing about fairy hugs, is that you can make your own stories up with them. Yeah. And it's just magical. It really is. There's no other word for it. So, and this does take a little bit of time, just to build it up around the edge. I'm not going to go right the way down to the bottom, but I am going to bring this one. I don't want to go too, let's see, I don't want to go too far over my wall, but I can bring that down like so. Again, you could actually stamp the key. I've got the key stamped as a mask, but I haven't got an inner mask. Okay. So I've got one that's got a hole in it, which you'll see in a minute, so I can do my scene inside it. But you can actually have a couple of masks, and if you're worried about stamping over it, I mean, I'm not too worried because it's so pale, it doesn't really matter if I go over.
See, I think these roses are so versatile.
They
Even
are.
at Halloween, if you were to stamp them in black at Halloween, they'd look pretty cool, wouldn't they?
Yeah. So that's my rose all done. Happy with that. Put that away in a minute. So now we're going to go back into our platform, and I'm going to bring in my mask that I've got of the keyhole. And you can see I've cut out the centre of it. Now, Art Angel, who is on the social media design team, we don't have the social media team samples here, but she posted a sample where she'd used the, I think it was the top of the heart vine. You know, the heart, I think it's in the last bundle. Yeah. And she'd actually used it around the edges here of the keyhole, and that looks wonderful. So and I think she's shared that to Crafting with the Craft Store, so you should be able to see it on there, if not on the Fairy Hugs page. So we're just going to put that in place there, more or less.
Do you know what, you're quite right, you could put a scene in there, because that almost looks like, you know, with the harbour when you've got the holes that you're looking through.
Oh yeah,
that would look
absolutely.
Amazing.
So to give it a bit of colour, we're going to take some Distress ink again, and we'd pick a blue. Have I got blue? Yep, Broken China. And let's take a small brush. I need some more brushes because I never get around to cleaning my brushes. And we're just going to add like a sky over this area here. Okay. So make it darker, just so it stands out a little bit.
What colour are you using there?
This is Broken China. It's very, very pale, but when I take the mask off, you'll be able to see it. It's probably got other colours on it as well.
Is all china that colour when it's broken?
Pardon?
Is all china that colour when it's broken?
I have no idea. Do you know?
No.
No, I don't know either. So So that's that, and then down here we would have like maybe green, because you've got maybe the pathway and you've got grass going as well around the path. So we're bringing some rustic wilderness, which is a nice green, which will keep broken china on anyway. And because I'm going over my mask, I don't need to worry about my fairy couple. They're going to stay the colour they should be. Hopefully we'll be able to see a different colour in here. Here's the green. Okay, so that's just a bit of colour on there. Then we can bring in our little mini castle. Mini castle, where are you? There you are. And there is actually a stone castle which is a bit bigger than this, so I haven't tried it. I think it's probably a bit too big for the keyhole, but there again, if your keyhole was closer to the castle, it might fill up the whole hole.
Yes.
So you could use the stone castle as well. So here, what you could do is you could actually bring in, from one of the other sets, you could bring in, there's a flying dragon somewhere here. You could bring in a flying dragon, like Shumin has on hers as well. So, but we're not going to on this one. We'll use the flying dragon on another one. So let's get this all secured.
We call pigeons flying dragons for Millie, our dog. She thinks they're flying dragons, bless her. The things she do.
Bless her. And you could mask off areas and do a little like circle and do a moon in there as well if you wanted to. I know it's not properly secured, but it's stuck with the mask anyway, so it'll be fine. I'm not used to having a round table.
You like, well, that makes you a knight, doesn't it? A knight of the round, Julia of the round table.
So it fits, doesn't it? It fits. It fits the magical kind of theme that we're dealing with. So give that a good old press. It wobbles a lot, this table. It doesn't squeak like my one at home. My one at home really squeaks.
What, your table?
Yeah, it does. So there's our castle.
Oh.
And then we can bring in our stone walkway. Or stone path, yeah, stone walkway. And then, again, we don't need to worry about our fairy couple and getting a walkway all over their head because we've got them masked off.
See, that fits perfectly.
Yeah.
As if it was meant to be.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm so glad that these are available as end of call because I know that quite a few of us have used them in our samples.
There's lots of items actually at the end of call that you might want to go for, and it's always worth having a look. It's when you check out, it will come up, you'll see there's free delivery add-on. That means you're not paying any P&P on those particular items when you add them to your basket. But of course, if you're a Freedom member, you don't pay P&P on anything, which is great. Now, your condo dwellers is different to the one that you're getting free included in the set of 3. So you might want to go and have a look at that one. I love the snail family stamp. That's so much fun, isn't it? It really is. You've got Kira's stamp just there. And you've got the hedge. I don't think I've seen the hedgehogs. Oh, but they're gorgeous.
I didn't know Kira was on there.
Yeah. Yeah, there she is at £4.09. £4.09. That's a good price, isn't it? So have a look at those. If you want to add any to your basket, then please do so, which is amazing.
So Kira will fit in the fairy hammock when we had our book release in the end of October, beginning of November.
Yeah.
But she will also sit in some of the other, she'll definitely sit on the magical key. So let's just pull these masks off, because then it all becomes, I'm in such a mess here, it all becomes revealed. So we've got the couple there sitting there. Obviously I would do a bit of colouring in.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Do you know what, Julia? It looks like it's all one stamp. The way you've composed that.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
It does,
and that
doesn't it?
pathway, love that.
Yeah, so let's just add our sentiment at the bottom as well. I mean, you can bring in some condo dwellers, you could bring in in fact, we could bring in did I bring a snail? No, I think I'm doing the snail on the other one.
You know what, the condo dwellers, depending on which ones you're using, you could have them as if they're peeping around the keyhole.
You could, yeah.
If you masked off part of the keyhole, I wonder. I bet that would look really good.
They get in everywhere, the little condo dwellers. They're cheeky little fairies.
They are cheeky.
Yeah, they fit in everything. Right, so we just got our sending fairy hugs. And because I've got a coloured background, it doesn't actually matter too much whether I do colour in the wings or not. I would probably, I mean, this looks a bit grey rather than blue, so that's fine. I can get away with that. I can get away with the stone walkway and not colouring that in because I've added green in there. So, you know, if colouring isn't your thing and you just want to get on with the stamping, then it's not, you know, it's not essential that you colour in. So there's our sending fairy hugs. So just to finish off, I would bring in my backing and just glue that in place on there like so. So that would be our finished piece.
Oh, isn't that, oh Julia, that is so lovely. And do you feel the same about that font, Sending Fairy Hugs? Isn't it fabulous?
Yeah, yeah.
Just something about it sums up fairies and magicalness, if that's a word. Thanks, Julia. Right, let's give you a recap of your one-day special. We've been very, very busy. Right, your one-day special. What an amazing deal this is. Already a quarter of the stock gone. There's your keyhole stamp. You can put a whole plethora of different ideas into that alongside using them with your fairy hug stamps. The love hearts at the side there, the detail. Have you seen the detail? You've got that lovely rope entwined heart in there. You've got the bubbles. It could be stone. It could be bubbles from the sea, for example. The lovely swirls that are in there as well. And bear in mind, they kind of all match with the stencils that we've got on the show as well. You've got your roses, the cross stitch or the hatch stitch that's in there as well really brings out the detail of your roses. We have got your fabulous sentiment in there. Laughter is timeless imagination, has no age, and dreams are forever, aren't they just? And then we've got that lovely castle. The detail in there is absolutely sensational, it really is. And then of course you've got the two characters themselves right there, arm in arm. Isn't that amazing? What a fabulous deal. £32.44. If you want to go for your one-day special, remember the price goes back up at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and then around about midnight they're gone like a fairy from the website. And that's because they're all coming from America. They need to get your orders sorted, so it isn't something that we can keep going. But the main thing is you get them before we run out, before we sell out. £32.44, 378 536 is your item number. When you see these samples here, you can see the detail that you're getting and the beautiful way that you can use those stencils that we've got on the show as well, and how they blend in so very, very well. And the stencils are very busy as we speak. Let's just show you that particular sample as well. Those are those love hearts, and this has been embossed. Doesn't that look absolutely beautiful? Just a note. That's all you need to do. And they work so beautifully with your fairies all on their own. What a great collection. 378536 is your item number for your one-day special. Right, let's go down the counter. Julia, I'll let you get ready for your next demo.
Okey-dokey.
And we'll take you down the counter and show you all the stamps that we've got, because we're very, very busy. Right, your lovebirds. What a lovely set this is. I really like the roses that you've got in here, because you've got the larger one and the smaller one. You've got those gorgeous little lovebirds, and you also have the tree in which the lovebirds can sit. Now, stock-wise, 10% has already gone, and we've only just seen it the one time, so 10% of the stock already gone. Here are the lovebirds in the tree. There they are, sitting there, very, very proud. Aren't they gorgeous? And you've got that sentiment underneath. You see how they all work together? Then you've got your roses there, absolutely stunning. And yes, your birds can sit on top of the roses. Beautiful. £21.99, 877 167 is your item number, brand new today. Right, we're moving on. Now, with your fairies, with your stamps, with your collection, it's really nice to have foliage to go with that. Whatever your stamps are currently in your stamp collection, or maybe you've got fairy hugs already there, or maybe you're going for your one-day special. These are going to work beautifully. See the foliage there? It's like a seat, isn't it? So you can place your characters inside that seat, and it can be so much more as well. It doesn't have to be a seat. You can add all kinds of different sentiments and roses to that. Absolutely beautiful though, isn't it? It really is. With the foliage stamps as well, it's really nice to get your additional extras just to add that little bit of design to your cards as well. Sometimes you'll make a card, you think, do you know what, there's something missing. I don't know what it is, but there's something missing. This is the kind of stamp set that you can go to and just add that little something into the corner like here to really make it stand out. Look at this sample. This is my favourite. Now, Julia was saying earlier, with one of the stencils we've got on the show, you can put the little condo dwellers inside. Yes, you can, and there they are. Doesn't that look effective? Amazing. 679297 is your item number, £34.99, but that's for all 9 stamps that you're getting there. Right, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, I love this set. Love nature. With this, you've got your hearts, you've got the bleeding heart as well, your plant, you've got those fabulous bugs that are there, your ladybirds or your bugs, and you've got your fairy character, and you've also got start each day with a grateful heart. Oh, beautiful designs. Let's show you some samples. Oh my word. Oh, look at this one. Doesn't that look amazing? Now that is sensational. Look at that. Almost looks like a cartoon. Do you know what I mean? So you've got your 2 ladybugs there, beautifully coloured in as well with that lovely muted background. And then you've got that cheeky little fairy. I don't think she's stealing the little baby. She's just saying, come on, hurry up. Beautiful card that is. Let me show you another sample here. This is really nice with those love hearts. And the great thing with that particular stamp is that you can extend that, and then it can go even further. Oh, look at she's using the ladybug as a stomping stone. I didn't mean that. As a step, not to stomp on, as a step. It's got a hard shell. It's fine. It's fine. 235579. Don't stand on ladybirds. They're not that strong. £34.99. 235579 is your item number. Right, let's move on. Now, this is your Love Shack, or as Julia would say, your Love Shack baby. This is fab. Love this. So the detail you've got in that thatched cottage, absolutely sensational. That on its own, you could stamp that out several times with some of the stamps you've got in your collection currently. You could change the colour of the thatched roof. You could make it winter, summer, autumn. You could put some pumpkins at the side of it. It could be Halloween, for example. And again, you could make several of these and you could create a village scene. They're beautiful. They really are. And this is a great stamp set to add your cobbled paving too, if you want to go for that. Doesn't that work well? You see, that particular house looks different to that house. So you could put those together, you could have a little village going on. It's absolutely amazing. You've got your strawberries in there, and you've also got your wheelbarrow as well. Look at that, amazing. At 958402 is your item number, £31.99, brand new today. We've got more. We've got more. Another set for you. This is the one that Julie was talking about earlier, using part of the heart stamp, which is there, just to go around the outside of your cards, which will make a really cool frame. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go. Oh, Julia does that round the building. We always know where she's been. A little trail of fairy dust there. Well, that's what she calls it anyway. This set, beautiful with its design. You've got that gorgeous key there. £26.49, an absolutely amazing price, and absolutely beautiful samples to give you inspiration and ideas on how to use these. They'll also work, of course, in conjunction with your one-day special, so you can match them up. You could use the key for a birthday. It might be someone's 21st if you still send keys to the doors for people's birthday. It could be a brand new house, for example, that you're sending to somebody, and that could be the key. Oh, look at this sample. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the colours that have been used in that, with that suggestion of the stencil that we also have on the show in the background. Really like that. £26.49, 659410, 4 stamps in that particular set. Now, on the website, there's a few gremlins in my voice as well as a website. Now, a couple of the images are round the wrong way, so let's clarify this for you. The Love Shack has the wrong image, so that's not the Love Shack. The Love Shack is with the house, and okay. So the stamp set that you're seeing there is actually the Love Shack. The information underneath corresponds to the condo dwellers. Now, if you click on it, the correct image will come up. So hopefully that will sort that for you. It's not updated on the carousel. Love that word. But if you click on it, it will reveal its true identity. It's a bit magical, really. It's a magical experience shopping with us here at the craft store, isn't it? Hopefully that will update it for you. And do apologise for any inconvenience caused by the fairies. But let's have a look at the condo dwellers. This is a brilliant set because £12.99 gets you all 3 sets. In effect, the condo dwellers, you're not paying anything for them. They're included for free. And they're worth, is it £4.49? £4.49. It's actually Condo Dwellers 2. Condo Dwellers number, everything's a tongue twister, isn't it? It's a beautiful set of stamps, and you can use this in conjunction with your other stamps that we've got on the show. Let me just bring that in. Doesn't that look lovely? So you've got your condo dwellers all around the outside, and then you've got your different characters. That could be Kia actually in there with the tree, and that lovely topiary maze. Beautiful, beautiful samples here. They really are. What a great deal, £12.99. It's been one of the most popular items. Amazing. There you go. 985265 is your item number. One more for you. Oh, by the way, half the stock. Hey, I can't speak.
You're getting excited.
Calm down, Janice. You're getting too excited. Right. Don't know why I use my name in the third person. I never do that. She never does that. I know. Okay. Right, we have got your shrooms. These are your stamps with your mushrooms. And if there's mushroom in your basket, get these in because they really are spectacular. £16.49. 604044. What's wrong with me today? What's wrong with me? We best go to Julia.
Right, I did forget actually to do one stamp actually on my tag. The heart banner, one of the little little borders, what are they called? Sorry, heart vines. I've just underlined fairy hugs with that. I saw it on one of the samples and I thought that was a nice thing to do, so I've just added that to it. So they're great little stamps, those. I can't remember what bundle that's in. Anyway. We're going to do a really simple one, and it's I like doing this. I like doing scenes, and I also like doing really clean and simple. So there's scope for doing lots and lots of different styles within the fairy hugs, and I think this will appeal to a lot of people. We're only going to use 2 stamps and a stencil. Talking of the stencil, this is what they look like when you ink through them. So this is your fairy swirls, which is the one we're going to use. This is your fairy love. Don't ask me which bundle they're all in. This is that really cool orbs one.
That's in the set of 4, Julia. That's in the set of 4.
I'm going all over the place. I've got all 7 of them.
You are?
Here. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the orbs, really dimensional. Love that. All it's done is been inked through. That's your water stains, which is great to use with the condo dwellers. This is the bubbles.
Yep.
And this is your fairy spirals, which is the one that's a bit like the fossil. And then this is the flower vines that I used in the last demonstration. So that's how they all looked inked through, because sometimes you can't tell when you're looking at the mylar what they actually look like.
Now we've put the details on the screen, Julia, for the 2 sets. The set of 3 includes the love heart, so that fantastic fossil-esque style. We'll put this on the side of the screen. This is for your set of 3 and the bubbles. £11.97 for those 3. 673271 is your item number for those. And then we've got a set of 4 for you. We'll change the details. You might want to go for all of them. You're more than welcome to do so because we've got some great designs in here. And this is your set of 4. £15.96, 901230 is your item number. So you've got those fantastic not the swirls.
That's the orbs.
Yeah, those are the orbs. And again, if I turn it around the other way, wow.
It's just so cool, isn't it?
It is. That really is amazing. You could have them anyway, actually. You could have, you could have them that way if you want to. You've got the lovely foliage. Julia used this in her first demonstration. You've got the lovely swirls there. And then you've got the bubbles. That's your set of 4, only £15.96, 901230.
Do you know, that is, I have to say, that is a tremendous price because they are supposed to be £5.99 each.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So that is a tremendous price.
Well, it works out £3.99 each, so that really is an amazing deal. I love them as well because they're different, aren't they, Julia?
Yeah,
they really
absolutely.
Are. Right, so which one are we using?
I'll keep on going for the fairy swirls, so instead I'm going to go for the fairy spirals.
Okay.
And this is how I did that one that's got Valentina sitting on the magical key. So we're taking Distress ink again, and this is Spice Marmalade. and I've already masked off a border using the width of my tape. This is just an A6 card and I've just masked off a border. So it doesn't matter that the stencil isn't quite big enough for the card, because I'm only going into the central bit anyway. If you're worried, obviously you can take the stencil down as well, but I'm not. I just tend to go with it as is.
Now, the majority of stamps that we've got with Fairy Hugs are a nice, beautiful silhouette-esque stamp.
Yeah.
You can add colour, can't you?
Yes, you can. You can. You can use. I know that Bonnie. I think she uses polychromos on top of the stamped image because it'll go on quite nicely. But that's just well, watercolour blending brush pens from Sentiments to yours on that one.
Isn't this lovely? Is this the one that you did, Julia?
Yeah.
I love
that. I did it in a Facebook Live yesterday on my page. So you'll find it on my Julia Watts Crafts page or on my Julia Watts YouTube channel if you want to watch that back. I did 4 projects.
Dawn's emailed in, Julia.
Hello, Dawn.
Hello, Dawn. Thanks for emailing in. Dawn said she'd put a giant eyeball behind the keyhole.
Yes, you could, a dragon. Yes, absolutely, a dragon eyeball. Yeah, that'd be lovely.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So now I've peeled off my masking tape and I've got a nice background going on there. Just a little hint of colour. And going into my stamping platform, I'm just simply going to stamp 2 stamps. Easy peasy.
What are all those squiggles on your stamp platform? Is it just the stamps that you've stamped?
Yeah, I meant to bring a clean one with me and I forgot. And then I thought, I know, I'll ask John, and I forgot that as well. John's very good actually. He normally just gives me a pile of stamping sheets. Right, so we're using the larger of the rose, and this is the roses, not the wild rose, it's the roses. And all we're going to do is just pop it so that it's kind of in the box but out of the box as well, because then it gives movement to your project. And the friendship sentiment. This is a lovely card to send to a friend. Obviously, if you were doing a birthday or anniversary or wedding card, this would fit as well. It says, a friend is someone who knows the song in your heart and can sing it back to you when you've forgotten the words.
See, that's why I'm always singing down the corridor after you.
Is it?
No.
You little charmer, you, aren't you?
Bless her, the charmer.
Yeah, I know. So we can stamp these together. So this would be great for batch making, you know, and don't forget that if you're actually making handmade projects, you are able to sell. So these would be great for charity cards.
The sentiment is from the Love Shack with the thatched house. Details at the bottom of your screen for that. £31.99. It's a great little stamp set. I really like it with a thatched cottage.
Yeah. Because we've actually got a fairy cottage already that we had on a previous release, so I think that's why it's called a Love Shack. But I defy anybody not to have that song going through their head at the moment. You know, I was doing that on my Facebook Live yesterday. I just couldn't help it.
Did you used to dance to that in the discotheques, Julia?
How long ago? I think I had a line dance that I did to that, actually.
Really? Line dance?
Yeah, line dance is just, it isn't just country music.
I know, I used to do line dancing. I've line danced in Texas with a Texan.
Have you really?
I have, and I ate a big burger. How the two are connected, I don't know. But it was the biggest burger I've ever eaten in my life. I'll show you some pictures. I've got some pictures. Stetson hats and everything.
Oh, how fantastic.
It was good.
How fantastic. Yeah. I do like that song.
I think it must be that song now. 30 years old?
Must be.
89 it was released, yeah.
So there we go. So I would just probably bring in some colour to the rose, but that is as easy as it gets, or as simple as it gets. Easy.
I love that. Yeah, the Love Shack Babies by the B-52s, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, from 1989. And somebody founded his career. We're being told, see, we've got a wealth of knowledge coming through. It launched someone's career. However, this could launch your crafting career if you want to go for your Fairy Hugs Lovebirds stamp collection. 5 stamps in total, £21.99. But let's get back to your one-day special. It's proven to be very, very busy. That was a gorgeous card that you put together.
It is, isn't it? And
I'm hoping it will be in my box later on today or tomorrow. I hope to find it when I arrive at work tomorrow, Julia.
Do you?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Okay. 378536 is your item number. This is your one-day special, everyone. Launched at 6 o'clock today. And, of course, the price is going back up at 6 o'clock tomorrow. What an absolute delightful collection of stamps. Now, what's nice about this collection is that you can use it together to bring together some beautiful scenes like this. So you've got the couple of fairies there looking out through the keyhole at that magical castle. It could be any scene, you could put any of your stamps in there. It's absolutely wonderful. Do you know what would be really cool if you got some MDF or something and stamp that on the MDF and then put it up against your skirting board where the fairies live? It could be like a little magical hole or lookout for your fairies. The kids would love that. Now you've got that beautiful love heart cascading down. That's also a stamp that's in the one day special that you can use and mix and match into your designs, or you can use separately. Now we do have some stencils on the show. You can go for your stencils to build up your backgrounds, or you could use the stamps that we've got as well also to build up your backgrounds in there. So magical, and when you add colour to it as well, doesn't it bring it to life? It really, really does. If you want to use maybe the cascading hearts on their own, they look really effective, don't they? I really like these two little ones. I think they're absolutely perfect. And again, another card there with those cascading hearts. Imagine if you're making and selling those. Those could be the theme of your cards, but you could just change your background. Saving £10 on your one day special, £32.44. It's a fabulous collection and we've been very, very busy for it. 7 stamps in total. 378536 is your item number. You can give us a call or head to thecraftstore.com to shop. And you can head to the website to see all of the different collections we've got available for you, because we've got lots of different bundles. Now, there might be a couple of bundles you need to select and go on to, so it will show you the actual picture. There's a couple of gremlins in there, such as that one. Click on it, it will go to the right collection. Okay, so we're just sorting out those gremlins for you. That one is £12.99. That should be updated by the next hour. By the way, if you're new to us here at the Craft Store, did you see the message at the top, saving £5 on your first order? If you are brand new to the Craft Store, yeah, why don't you take advantage of that? Just have a look at the T's and C's when you do so. But a marvellous collection for you one day special. And remember, we've got another show tonight at 8 o'clock, and then we've got another show tomorrow morning at 8, then 12, and then 4, and then that is it. Julia, what can we expect to see at 8 o'clock tonight?
Well, I've got a demonstration already set up for a scene to do later on, because we haven't used the fairies very much.
So you're going to cause a scene? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you're going to be there, aren't you?
Of course. A scene is always caused when I'm here. Julia, it's been great to work with you. I love what you're doing there, by the way, adding the
colouring
colour.
In your card.
Yep, make sure it is nice and coloured for me. I like, oh, light yellow. That is a friendship colour, isn't it, for your rose?
This is like an orange, yeah.
It's lovely. Don't go anywhere. We've got more coming up after the break. Love the enthusiasm, especially because it's for me. I'm surprised you didn't colour it in black, Julia, but never mind. We'll see Julia at 8 o'clock, but we'll see you guys right after the break. Don't go anywhere. Go and grab yourself.